Hello, peace be upon you. Today we are preparing the most famous and delicious Arabic food, which is chicken Maqluba with eggplant. It will be very tasty. The ingredients will be in the description below the video. First, I have 750 grams of minced chicken meat. You have to season it and put it in the refrigerator. The seasoning is simple, which is 1 tablespoon of yogurt, 1 tablespoon of pepper paste, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 4 tablespoons of olive oil. It is best to wait for the meat to soften for at least 2 hours, but it can be used immediately. Now I'm going to prepare the eggplant, which is about 1 kilo, and the eggplant should be this long because we're going to roll it. Now we peel the eggplant in this way, and I will cut it in this way. We will need the piece to be a bit thick. Almost this thick. I will put the eggplant in the oven, but if you want, you can fry it in oil, but the oven will be much healthier. Here I have 1 kilo of basmati rice. Now I will put a tablespoon of salt in it, and I will also immerse it in boiling water for 20 minutes. This is important for a great result. Here I have a little olive oil, pepper paste, and salt. And with this mixture, I'm going to brush the eggplant. I preheated the oven for 15 minutes at 200 degrees C, and I put butter paper on the oven tray. I will paint the eggplant and cook it in the oven. The time required to cook the eggplant is approximately 20 minutes, but the time may vary from one oven to another, so you have to watch it until you get the golden color and proper flatness. Now I will also put the chicken meat in the oven, but if you want, you can cook it with a little oil on the stove. I've got a little water here to help me shape the meat. The piece of meat should not be too big or too small. This is the right shape because we will wrap it with eggplant. Now I will put the meat at the same temperature as the eggplant, and I will turn the oven on from the top and the bottom, but I want it half ripe. I do not want it fully ripe, so I will only put it for 10 minutes. Now we have finished with the meat and eggplant, and here I have the sauce that came out of the meat. I will not throw it away, but I will put it on the rice. We will wrap the meat with eggplant in this way to get a distinctive shape. Now everything is ready. After I soaked the rice for 20 minutes, I washed it well and prepared the necessary spices. Eggplant with meat is also ready. Here I have half a teaspoon of ground cloves, and here I have a teaspoon of kabsa spices, which can be dispensed with if it is not available, a teaspoon of black pepper and salt to taste. I put a tablespoon and then stir the rice with the spices. Now we put a layer of eggplant with meat at the bottom of the pot and describe it in an orderly manner so that the result is beautiful. and then we put half the amount of rice on top of the eggplant and we complete the row of eggplant. But we must make sure that the eggplant sticks to the edges of the pot so that the layers are clear in the end. Then we put the rest of the rice. We distribute the amount of rice evenly, but we must not press the rice down. Now, since I put olive oil with the meat and greased the eggplant with it, I will put a small amount of ghee, and you can replace it with olive oil or sunflower oil. As for the amount of water needed, a cup of boiling water should be placed for each cup of rice. You must pay attention to using the same cup in which we put the amount of rice. It does not matter the size or shape of the cup. The important thing is that you use the same cup for the amount of water and rice. Thus, you will get excellent rice. And it is important that the water be boiled. As you can see, the water level should not be much above the rice. It is enough to just submerge it. Now we will put it on a high heat until we see the water boiling. Then we reduce the fire very much, and then we cover the pot completely and leave it for about 30 minutes with observation. And now the Maqluba is ready after it has matured. Turn off the fire and leave it covered for half an hour so that the result is guaranteed. As you can see, the rice is perfectly cooked. Now we are going to turn it over and leave it upside down for 10 minutes, and then remove the pot. As you can see, we got a great result. It is completely inverted. I advise you to try it. If you like the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and like the video. See you in another video.